Team Monty,
episode.
but like I don't like that. But other than that, me personally, I didn't have any issues with none of the acting managers. Jeremy, none of them. Like, don't Jeremy. I love
How about
Jeremy.
those
Hi, Jeremy.
I feel like you go through a lot of adversity in the Hunt House when you switch managers all the time.
Of course.
Unfortunately, the last 8 or 9 years has been a different one every time. We are just now starting to get some serious consistency with Mike and Jen.
Yeah.
And I love Mike and Jen personally. Like that, love them. Like the way that they run the show, the way that we do it, like it's great. Jen will be out there in the trenches with us, and then she'll come to the side of her costume and be like, "Bro, I don't know how y'all do this all night." And that's what Darnise said that one night she came outside.
That's because they had me in a silicone.
It's like
you got to be on the whole time. You can't just walk to get your water. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a zombie walk coming down the line, and your water is on the other end, you got a zombie walk back to get your water.
It is no joke outside at all. And they be trying to Joan on you. Y'all good at that. I don't Joan.
I'm going right back.
Oh, yeah. Please don't Joan.
Lighting people
I'm on a roast session on.
You can roast me all you want. I'm going to square up with you. I don't Joan. No, yeah, nah. You can't have me outside.
Me in front of these little females that you ain't going to get nothing from. Oh, okay. Jeez. They about to laugh at you now, bro.
People just be like, talking about me in my costume, and the way I feel about it is just like, look at what I'm wearing right now. Look at what I'm wearing right now.
No, my favorite.
And look at what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you are trying to hurt my feelings, and I'm sitting here in overalls, an apron, and a pig mask from the Saw movie. Dude, I expect to get roasted in that. I expect it 100%.
Your costume fits you so well. It really
I'm
does.
never taking it off.
The pig costume was the best thing.
That's it. I don't want to be a clown no more. I don't want to be a zombie. I want to be the pig.
You just need a bucket of bacon. That's it. Hand out bacon to some customers.
That mask ripped.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that was.
Your clown mask. Did you get rid of it?
No, I got the new one.
Because that other clown mask was as old as he is.
Yeah, that one messed up. Like the hair all messed up.
Ain't got no teeth.
No teeth.
The one I wore last year, that's the one for me.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. It's almost the same though, ain't it?
No, this one bald head.
This one's
this
like,
one.
Oh yeah,
I got you with the messed up mouth kind of. I got you. Okay,
definitely.
Man, Darnise, I'm curious. I know we ain't got too much time left. So you a woman in the hot industry.
Oh, jeez.
And you a woman that's been in leadership. Please, I want to know what that's like for you, experience-wise. Because you know how they say, like, in certain jobs, women get treated worse than men?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm a beekeeper buck, I've been sexually harassed a lot of times.
Not by coworkers, right?
No.
All right.
Come on. I fight again. Nobody gonna touch me.
Right.
But these workers, I mean, these customers, they come in, they drunk. They just want to play. I mean, a lot of time, even with the mummy costume from the very beginning, I'm skinny but shapely. So, I mean, you can tell that's a female. So, I mean, in its sense, that wasn't that bad. Again, it's to be expected. You tell your lead at the point I'm a lead, so I can just call security and, tiny, come get them out, like all this extra stuff, Titus, I can call these people. But I mean, other than that, that was something you just grow to deal with at that time. But I mean, are you referring to like management as far as teaching? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, specifically management.
Oh gosh, because I guess I wasn't the only section lead that was a female. Who else was it? I don't know, but
what's her name? Katie, right?
I mean,
Katie, she was a clown.
Yeah, Katie.
Honestly, I thought I got treated the same. Minus, like I said, the whole times where I was overlooked and they gave my section to somebody else. But everything else was kind of smooth, other than like.
Okay, so look, the reason I asked that because you told the story about Kenneth. Well, I spoke on how he literally comes at the same time I come, which is right before we open, because of his job.
Got you. Okay.
It makes your mind wonder, right?
Yeah. Why everybody was picking on me about that? I don't know. I mean, I never really officially had the conversations because technically, I love Mike and Jen too. But when they first came, I think me and Mike butt heads. And I don't know if you remember that, but we definitely butt heads a
You
little
and Mike,
bit.
what?
Yeah, I
Mike's
think that
so
was for
cool though.
like a seasonal. That might have been like the not the Halloween, Valentine's Day or St. Patrick. It was a seasonal thing that we did.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Krampus or
we
something
don't do
like that.
those
Yeah.
no more.
Like I said, I don't
We
know if
do
he
that at
remember
Creepy
that, but again, I came right on time, like right before it was time to go up, and it was payout day, so they handing out cash, and I hope you don't hate me for telling this, but he's giving out money, and I'm just standing there, like basically like this, but not physically, like where my money at, and he's steady going past me, giving out the money. I'm still standing, and I'm like, well, hello, can I get my pay? He's like, oh no, this money is for people who show up on time.
Ooh.
I'm like, Mike, don't disrespect me like that, like. I was here on time. I just wasn't here as early as you wanted me to be. Like I was here. Like
I can hear Mike's voice because Mike he's very direct. He's real
and
direct.
I
I can
just
hear his
didn't.
voice saying that, but I just can't see that. Like I can't see the interaction between you and him.
I mean, at that point, I didn't like him, right? But then the next year, I got pregnant and I worked the ticket booth, and Jen came up there and she was talking to me, and Mike came up to the window a couple times, and in my mind, I felt like, dang, he must not know who I am. Like he must not have remembered that moment because it was completely different. Like I don't know if it was just a bad day or whatever it was, but I mean, now it made me feel good, especially like how my season ended last year. He had my back. Jen did too. Like they were willing to go through the ups and downs with me. So I mean, they never complained about anything that I did, minus like I said, the last little incident. But I mean, I don't know. In my eyes, now that you called it out, it is kind of shocking. You know, people they said nobody ever said anything to Kenneth. Kenneth never got, and that this past year he used to always be late, like literally.
Yeah,
But
like when I ran television, the first 2 years, I used to come. Let me see. Well, we used to open at 7 at the time. I used to come right around 6:30 because I was
mm-hmm,
working. I was working 2 jobs. I worked at Kmart and Target,
right,
and I used to get off Target like 6 o'clock. So I would fly down there.
right. Doors open at 7. Like
Yeah, and it's like they never said anything. They knew
they
I
never
had that
said
job
nothing. That's
too.
crazy.
Patty
They
didn't say nothing. Larry
definitely
didn't say nothing. And at the time, it was Jeremy wasn't there yet. We had a different Jeremy.
mhm.
He was an old section leader. Jeremy Nelson. He was acting manager for about 2 years. Didn't say a word to me. Jim Kelly didn't say a word to me.
I don't know. They just I don't know. That's crazy. Now that you just pointed that out, but
I
that's what I
mean,
had
not
to
to
deal
like throw
with. Like
nobody under the bus, but it been on my mind.
that's what I had to deal with. And that's a lot of times why I be pulling that Yurdy card like, oh, I ain't coming back this year. Like it do sometimes feel like I ain't been there. Like don't nobody care. And then sometimes they do. Like I haven't talked to Patty in a minute, but in the moment I feel like nobody cared. Nobody cared about how I stop making this face, Yurdy.
Huh?
Stop making this
No, I had something on my
face.
eye. The light shining really bright.
I don't know. I just feel like I've did so
Uh,
much and I was there committedly. Like it was that 1 year with Dan that I wasn't there on time like I should have been. But all the other was at 7 years I was on time. I was the best that I could be, but nobody cared. When I was down, it was like,
And see, that's
you know.
crazy. I couldn't even see that with Dan because, like, I knew Dan for a little minute, and Dan was always he was like the softest actor manager. Like, not in
Mhm.
terms of being a pushover, but as far as like he would,
He
try to
loved
be.
everybody.
Yeah, he'd be like,
Good
"Hey,
job.
you're okay. You want to talk about it?"
Yeah. No,
that goes
he
right back
he
into what
came
I
to me.
said about you face a lot of adversity when every year at the haunted house you got a different manager.
It's
Yep.
true.
Because a manager will come in and evaluate what they're coming into and then decide to pick apart the pieces they may not feel too confident on, and then they leave the stuff that they feel confident on, they leave it alone. But like, think about that. We went from Jeremy. Jeremy knew how to run a haunted house. I mean, like the structure, the logistics side of it, all that kind of stuff. Jeremy had that down pat. You knew by Wednesday if you was even supposed to be at the haunted house that
Mhm.
weekend. It wasn't a up in the air. Oh, I might go in. I might like. There was an email. Your name was either on it or it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy had that down pat. Then who came after Jeremy?
It's Colleen.
Yeah, Colleen came after Jeremy. Colleen was straight. I think Colleen was more on the, let's let everybody enjoy it aspect of it.
Which is a good thing because
right.
when
love
people
that.
enjoy it, they go harder.
It wasn't as structured, but it was like, as long as y'all here and y'all enjoying it and we enjoy it, that's it, right? Then Rich came in and everything changed, right? So everything changes. And then or was Dan before Rich?
No,
How
it
did
was
that
Rich.
go?
Rich.
Okay,
Dan
so
he
came
took
in halfway
in the middle
through
of the
that
season.
season.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Dan comes in with what Rich has already done. And then Dan noticed that all of us weren't enjoying our season. And so then he had to play let's bring everybody back together. Let's get the family at, And then if you ask me, he really saved it because that season was on the way out. Bro. It was on the way out.
Stick was finna tee off on Rich.
Jesus.
And then because Rich didn't know how to talk to people. He was like, bro, get the back inside. Stick's like, man, who you talking to, bro? He's like, man, that's how I talk. He's like, nah, bro, I'm a man. I'm a beat. I'm like, oh man, it's finna go there,
buddy. Buddy. What a wild season. What a wild 4 weeks.
Okay,
really.
for all y'all that's watching in the hunt industry, please. Okay, I don't know how to say this without making it sound bad. Y'all white people, bro, y'all do not know how to talk to people. And then when somebody go off on y'all like, what? I never seen you act like this. Talk to people
correctly
like they're an adult, not like they're your kids. I ain't even sorry. It's the truth. It is the truth, cuz, for real. I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah.
I'm for real. Me and Kenneth ain't never butt heads. Kenneth will actually talk to you like you are a human being and like you're an adult.
Unless he catch you sleeping in his zone.
I'm dead.
Then he'll be a little upset.
For real, bro. Like, I remember I got into it with Kim Klein because she got the trip on me about something. I couldn't come in the costume. I'm like, I'm trying to get some cough drops or something. Quit playing with me.
Kim. I'm trying to think.
Kim Klein, that's the one. She was the costume girl when Rich was there.
Oh yeah.
So then I went off on her and she started crying and Rich told me, what happened? I said, she started tripping with me. She talked to me like I'm a little kid. She told me, man, she's just young and stressed. Well, if you stressed out working in a haunted house, if you stressed out and you work in a haunted house, go find another job.
Haunted house should not be stressful.
Like they always do that, man. They try to pull that young and stressed card. Everybody going through stuff. But I came to work anyway.
The petty level over here.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm gonna start cursing, cuz.
Y'all
can take over for now, man. I didn't got in my body. Y'all can take over. I didn't got in my body.
He needs a breather.
I do get it though, and I think that goes beyond the haunted house. You just got to know how to talk to people.
Yes,
because there was a couple situations I faced my first couple of years of the darkness where I was trying to experiment with clown makeup and really get into the whole clown character thing.
Right, they don't even try to level with you.
But the thing is I had to hear from the other people in my zone. Oh, so-and-so said your makeup look like shit.
I mean.
And it's just just come tell me. If you come up to me and say, yo, I see what you're trying to do, but let me help you. Let me help you figure that out so we can make it look a little better. I'm not going to be upset. But if I got to hear from somebody that just started the same year I just started, oh, yeah. So they back there saying, your makeup don't look good. Like, what? You couldn't come tell me?
They only following the example. Hint, hint. Who's over the haunted house?
And it's the crazy thing. Okay, I know we have chain of command, but a lot of times they'll walk right past you. Hey, Nick. Hey, Yuri. Hey, Jalen. Hey, Darnise. Why didn't you just say this when you said hi to me? I said, I know we have a chain of command, but bro,
again, who owns the haunted house?
So those are the same type of people that will literally kiss up to the managers at a corporate job for a promotion and not get it.
Again, who owns the haunted house? Who owns it? Larry. I mean, he ain't never said nothing to me. Yeah. However, he be talking wild to some people. I've had many of actors quit.
We know.
Because he'll look at your costume and be like, you look like...
See,
thank you.
Larry will say it directly to you.
True, but dang, like you said, I tried this out. That's for like he could have went to the manager and been like, "Yo, tell this person that that ain't it. Fix it now because they look horrible before they go out there." And then that's when it's up to Mike or Jen or whoever's in control to be like, "Hey, let me talk to you. Let me fix this for you, or this is the best way to go about this."
I remember one time Larry came in. This one, Jim Kelly was there all the time. I think the whole house was having a bad night. He was like, "Jim, tell those actors if they ain't cutting the mustard. If they ain't cutting the mustard, they're getting up out of here tonight."
Yeah, it's just not like that no more.
It's not.
Bro.
That's because we had people that we knew that were gonna come. Like if I got rid of 5 people tonight, I know I'm still fully staffed and I ain't gotta worry about it. Can't do that now.
Can't do
We
that.
out here begging for people.
Hell
You
no.
gonna come back to? I know he said that about you, but are you gonna be here tomorrow? Like,
No,
it's
my
I
favorite.
hit
crazy.
up so many vets this offseason trying to get them back in the door because it's just like
I don't want to.
That's what happens
did.
when you
they don't want to.
when you kill the morale.
The morale. I won't even say that it's been killed. It's just changed.
Yeah, like
True.
and it never
We've been
was
here
like,
for so long that the dynamic is literally changing season by season. It's changing.
yeah, and it was like it never was like a Larry or a Patty thing while the morale was there. Like like they still did actor prizes and all that because when you incentivize people, they work harder,
Right.
and they actually have fun doing it. So it's just like I said, it was always the change in actor managers, or you'll have that one person that want a radio and they start acting like a little B word.
Yeah, we had a lot of
I
those.
feel like it really went from, and I can almost blame this on like St. Louis City Police, honestly. Like they stopped us from hanging out in that parking lot when we used to get off work. And when we used to hang, they told us because the lofts next door complained and they want everybody paying to park on that lot. So we all used to bring lawn chairs and hang out in the parking lot, but now we can't do that no more. So
move
you
next door to
forcing
a haunted
people,
house and you complaining. Okay.
but you forcing people to go home though. So like when the haunted house is over, that's the opportunity for everybody to hang out, talk about their night.
Get
Oh,
to
I
know
got this
each
good
other.
scare, I got that. But now everybody just packing up and leaving. So like
that used to be me.
that family aspect,
It's
Gone.
it's out the door.
Yeah, it's like
hey, we getting ready to
us-
go across the street to DB's and get some. Oh man, I can't do that. I gotta go.
Right. It's
Like-
it's us. Like we still all, mess with each other, but like
Walking there, you looking like, oh, I don't know none of these. I don't know none of these people in. Where Nick at?
I swear.
Calling. Where y'all at?
Get the group chat. Which one of y'all coming in tonight? Dang, man, that's
Right.
crazy.
It's wild.
It is.
All right, look, y'all. This time went by too fast this week.
It did.
We had way too much to talk about. So little time.
We got some insight from Darnise.
I hope so.
She brought some flavor to the pod this week.
Loved having you on. I always
I appreciate it.
love you.
Yeah.
No,
Thanks
I
for
love y'all
coming on,
too.
for real.
She's
I
not going
did.
to HHN with us.
Not this year. I went the last time.
Well, you gotta
Okay,
go.
though.
Scratch his
There's
head.
always next year.
There is,
Yeah.
but I won't be able to go next year either.
What?
See,
I'm sorry. I got a cruise. I gotta go
Bring the
to.
cruise to Orlando.
You know how much that costs?
Just bring the whole boat.
I got you. It would be
yeah,
nice.
we
but
got plenty of episodes coming. Merch is on sale. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube, follow our Instagram, all of our socials. You know the link tree. It's all
And
there.
Patreon.
And definitely Patreon. We about to get that going.
And if you need some studio time, holla at Vivid Core Media.
Definitely. They be getting us right every time. We
Yes.
seriously appreciate it.
Yes, once again, Icon Nation, this was another episode of Toxic Icon Podcast. And as always, stay toxic.